on campus, and one of those 5 seniors honored tonight, looking to go out on a high note for Providence College. It's a fun night of volleyball ahead here at Joe Mullaney Gymnasium. We've got the start of this one just around the corner. Keep it tuned right here. You're watching the Big East Digital Network. Back here in Providence, Adam Giardino with you. Providence College, all sorts of fired up. Our player to watch, Janae Alderson, on senior day, one of those 5 seniors being honored. They're in the huddle, and that's number 0 there hopping up and down. She just performed a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. So I don't know if that's the Gordie Howe hat trick where you're the player to watch the national anthem. I think you need the win to top it off. Providence College has dropped 19 of 20 coming into tonight. That's a look at the DePaul huddle. They're 13 and 15 coming into tonight. 5 and 11 in Big East play. Here's a look at the starters for DePaul. And of the starters, the one that's not listed there is Elena Brueggemann. She's that 7th starter for DePaul. So that septet going out there for the Blue Demons. Meanwhile, for Providence College, here's a look at their starters. That's Alderson giving some chest bumps in the middle. She's absolutely the player to watch. And the one player not listed there, sophomore Emma Fink, 6'1", from Western Springs, Illinois. She was Illinois State All-Star team a couple years back at Lyon Township High School. Thanks for making us part of your Friday night, an emotional night for the Providence College Friars. Senior night always is, and for both of these teams, they obviously are out of Big East tournament play. Look at head coach for DePaul in her first season on the sideline. DePaul getting ready to get this thing started. Natalie Hayward with the service, and we are underway. Nice dig. That's Hayward getting the ball up for DePaul. A quick flick over the net, but DePaul's ready for it. Nicely done. Blue Demons grab the first point of the night. Hayward's a sophomore from Washington, so halfway across the country from here is Chicago. That's DePaul's campus, and then another half the country all the way out to the Pacific Northwest. Good block at the net. Donna Brown was ready for that one. Slight miss hit, I think, as well on Providence College's side of things. Just didn't quite get that one up above the net as much as they would have liked. Nice dig. Keep that one alive off the service. Lamacchia doing the dirty work. Great dig again for Providence College on this rally. Hammered down. Jennifer Leitman gets the first point for the Friars. Leitman jogs back and will take the serve now. She's a 6'1" freshman from Irvine, California. Misplay along the back line. That's a rare miscue for Brittany Maxwell. I bet we won't see Maxwell have a miscue like that the rest of the night. Gets it out of the way, just 4 points in. Off the serve, DePaul doing its best, not able to keep it alive. That was Brueggemann tracking it down in her own bench area. And with 3 straight points, the Friars have jumped ahead. It's a hammer by Maxwell, and Providence not able to hang with that one. We're knotted at 3 early in set 1. Jennifer Liepman heads to the bench for Providence College, and what a nice serve. Natalie Benson off the bench, the sophomore from Bourbonnais, Illinois, not able to dig that. Good communication for the Friars, flicked over, but Maxwell's at the ready. DePaul just has to get it over in an emergency. Wonderfully done at the net. Donna Brown, Emma Price, a pair of Blue Demons not allowing a sliver of daylight. Providence College just has to get it over after that miscommunication on the serve. Great block, but Scheibel's effort gets sent back. A little long off of the hand of Addison Root, senior from Wichita, Kansas. She went for the extreme angle. That was just what was presenting itself for Root. A little long over that far sideline. Nice job for the Friars. Emma Fink. Here is Fink rising up and getting the point for the Friars. Ends a mini run for DePaul. They had rattled off 4 straight points. 6-3 had been the largest lead of the match. Friars able to save it. Great touch, but an even better dive. Great effort for La Macchia. Blasted down for DePaul, though, despite all of the scrambling. Providence College playing a bit on their heels, and you're just not going to be able to handle that one. That was too good from Donna Brown. Alderson met by Brown. That one works its way over. And they stand corrected. The block was Avery Evans-Allen, junior from Toronto. Last year she finished 3rd on the team in kills per set. There she came up with the initial great block, but the Friars still able to win the point. Double block at the net. That one ushered over. Friars looking for something similar. Wonderfully done. And Alderson, Addison Root, the pair of Friars fired up. These two teams met back in early October, and it wasn't particularly close. It was a 3-1 victory for DePaul. Alderson with a nice stuff for the Friars. Flicked over. Allison Barber ties it up. First meeting of these two teams this year, DePaul won the first set 25-17. They won the second set 25-12. And after Providence, that one long out of bounds. After Providence took the third set, DePaul ran away with the fourth, 25-16. So DePaul really controlled that match from the get-go. And at least early on, Providence is showing an ability and willingness to hang tough with a team that's a couple pegs higher than them in the standings. Addison Root frustrated after the miscue. It's been a winding road for Root to find her way here to Providence College. Alderson gets the point for Providence College. So for Addison Root, she's going to have the serve coming up. She originally went to University of Memphis and then reached out after her freshman season to head coach Margot Royer Johnson. And nicely done for Janae Alderson. That one was on a platter for her. And Root reached out. Royer Johnson said, yeah, that's nice, but I don't think so. Just in the sense that Providence is such a hard school to get into initially, it's even harder to transfer into. That one's long, another point for Providence College. And then Root had to reach out again and say, no, coach, I got in. Will you let me play for the team? And then once Royer Johnson heard, oh, she qualified academically, as Root just about cruised to a 4.0 GPA her first year at Memphis, that was all Royer Johnson needed to hear. This one's tied at 10 after that point for DePaul. Here's Elena Brueggemann. She's going to be a key piece moving forward for these Blue Demons. She's played in 80% of the sets this year for DePaul. Freshman from Carmel, Indiana. Lamacchia sets up Leitman. That's Evans Allen doing the job for DePaul. And there is a look at Margot Royer Johnson in her 20th season. Next to her on the bench is Barbara Gonzalez in her 3rd season for the Friars. Gonzalez spent the last 2 years on staff, but as a graduate assistant, this is her first year full-time on staff for PC. Root not able to control that. DePaul comes up with the point. Teams trading a couple of points back and forth, modest runs each way. That's a service error. Isabel Banez, junior from hometown Chicago. Didn't stray too far to find her way to DePaul. Maxwell handles the serve. Root with a blast. That one earns a point for Providence College. Maxwell set up. Maxwell stuffed to the net, but out of bounds, and a DePaul point. Pair of subs check out for DePaul. That's Katie Dolan hitting the pine, Bailey Nelson as well. Lamacchia tees it up, and Donna Brown knows exactly what to do with it. Great effort for Lamacchia just to get that ball in play, keep it alive, but that is not where she wanted it to end up. And the big hammer. Lindsay Scheibel, senior from Tampa. That's some authority. Maxwell pounds it home. No chance for Jennifer Leitman on that one. Maxwell at 6'3", able to elevate. Redshirt senior from Macomb, Michigan. One of 2 players for DePaul that's appeared in all 113 sets, along with her, Donna Brown, with that big block at the net. And here it is, and that's not going to be enough from Scheibel to elude Donna Brown. You're going to need a lot more than that to get it past her. Something like that. Addison Root delivers a big point for the Friars. Not the prettiest start to that pass, and then all of a sudden, Root saw that opening along the back. Lamakia with the service. Another big one from Root. Starting to see the Friars hit their stride as Root goes up to get that one. That one got away from Lamakia. Carolina Lamakia, freshman from Rockville Center, New York. Shaking her head off of one she'd love to have back. This is Mackenzie Savage, senior, playing in one of her final 2 matches of her career. That's a big hammer from Emma Price. Price transfer from Hofstra, and we've got a timeout. Providence College sees this one starting to grow. They trail 18-60. This, the Big East Digital Network.
The amount of student loan debt I have, I'm embarrassed to even say.
I felt like I was going to spend my whole adult life paying this off.
Thanks to SoFi, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
As of 12 p.m. today, I am debt-free.
We have no debt, we don't owe anybody anything, and it's fantastic.
Here, we do what others don't.
Dream what others won't. Driven to leap forward, determined to always give back.
Here, we work where giants have played, where the connection of work and ethics is made.
A diverse community possessed with a passion
To know and grow and go and show the world we are prepared to change it. Here, we ask what must be done, for in doing we learn and earn success.
and you can get there from here.
DePaul University. Here, we do.
Back-to-back points for DePaul necessitated timeout called by Margot Royer-Johnson, 20th year head coach at the helm of Providence College. She was named the 5th head coach in PC volleyball history back in August of 2000. A couple years back, the Friars won 17 games, and they're looking to get back to that kind of territory. They're 6-23 this season, though. Lamakia handles the serve. Great dig for DePaul. Still kept alive. And a big-time point. That dig was Natalie Hayward. Wagging her tongue after that one. She's having fun out there. Alderson. Snaps a 3-0 run for DePaul. Brielle Mullally, freshman from Garden Grove, California, takes the serve. First time we've said her name tonight. That one overed by Banez. Alderson knows exactly what to do with it. That radiating smile. Head coach Royer-Johnson remarked about Alderson earlier this week when talking about all of her seniors. She said she'll never have an enemy in the world. I don't know if there's a bigger compliment in life than that. Big time finish for DePaul just as Providence College was clawing back. Now back to a 2-point lead for the Blue Demons. Katie Dolan to serve. Two-time member of the Big East All-Academic team. Alderson flies through with a point. Wonderful kill for Alderson. Here's another look at it. Takes a good angle and then cuts across the grain. Natalie Benson, sophomore, back to the bench for Providence College. She too transferred from University of Memphis. Have a brief discussion here. DePaul questioning something with the officials. We'll reset everything for you. We're live in Providence. It is senior day for the Providence College Friars, who are sending their 5 senior class out, hoping to do so with the flourish. Janae Alderson, Addison Root, Lindsay Scheibel, and then a pair of seniors in Jessica Spontak and Carla Vaverka that we won't see tonight. Those players actually haven't appeared the last couple of seasons, though they've been around the program despite not having played due to injuries since their sophomore campaigns. Everything seemed to get sorted out over there for DePaul without too much concern. Friars looking to tie it up. Point Providence College, tied at 20 in the first set. And that was Alderson going up to challenge, and that ball just never did get over the net. So Providence College excited with the little run that they've gone on. They had DePaul sneaking away from them, but Friars have found themselves back on even footing. That's why DePaul wants the timeout. DePaul with a better record than Providence College and leads in just about every consequential statistical category: assists per set, blocks per set, digs, attacks, kills, hitting percentage. Whatever it is, DePaul has the advantage on Providence College, but Margot Royer-Johnson, the center of that huddle, she's trying to get this team looking forward to next year. She is really excited about what next year has in store for Providence College. She feels like without all of the injuries that this freshman class had undergone, that there would have been a lot of freshmen cracking the rotation this year, but injuries have played a big role in this year's complexion for Providence College. As a result, those freshmen will be coming into the 2020 season a bit green, but certainly with a lot of optimism of what's to come for this program. Alderson comes up with the point. That was just the illegal touch on that reaction by Banya, self-defense. Soft touch, sets up some brief miscommunication, and then a beautiful stuff at the net, Evans Allen. Boy, had she ever been active. Little long from Alderson, and so DePaul grabs the lead. Lamakia out of sorts on that service. We've got another timeout called. Providence College wants to go over some things in the huddle. We'll step aside. We'll be back in a minute. Set 1 coming to a close here in Providence.
The amount of student loan debt I have, I'm embarrassed to even say.
I felt like I was gonna spend my whole adult life paying this off.
Thanks to SoFi, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
As of 12 p.m. today, I am debt-free.
We have no debt, we don't owe anybody anything, and it's fantastic.
DePaul looking to polish off set number one, couple of points away from doing that, and they have the serve. Providence College gets a much-needed point. DePaul's not able to do anything with that. Didn't seem like the most difficult serve to handle. Friars come up with a couple of big double blocks, and they are fired up. That's Lindsay Scheibel. We're going to take a look at this one. Oh, Scheibel, beautifully done. Allison Barber was alongside for the moral support, but that was all number 14, the senior from Tampa United, has been a big-time leader. It's funny as you see the reaction where she's fired up, chest bumping, getting in her teammates' faces. The description that we had gotten earlier in the week from Margot Royer-Johnson is that Scheibel is a motherly, soft leader. Well, that looked neither soft. I guess you like your mom to be that excited on occasion. Scheibel certainly trying to get her team going as the Friars had rattled off 3 straight points since the last time out. That's what prompted this timeout for DePaul here. Sure, DePaul didn't take anything for granted, but when you look at the standings and you see Providence College at 6-23 this season, 1-15 in Big East play, you certainly hope that you can come in and come away with an easy performance, an easy victory. And well, if set number one is any indication, tonight is going to be anything but between Providence College and DePaul. Janae Alderson serving to take the first set. Lindsay Scheibel looks on. I'm sure that adrenaline's still coursing through her. Well done by Maxwell. You need your big-time players to come up. And with the set point on the line, Maxwell ties it at 24. Got to win by 2. Friars are pleading for some net violation, net contact, nothing. Now DePaul serving to take the first set. Scheibel, big time kill. Katie Dolan was on her heels. Even if she knew exactly where that one was ending up, I still don't know if she'd have a play on it. Served by Barber. Blocked at the net, that's Lindsay Scheibel again. Scheibel, Jennifer Lietman, an opposing duo along the net for the set. And the Friars take a 1-0 lead here tonight. We'll step aside. We'll be back. You're watching the Big East Digital Network presented by SoFi.
My parents never taught me anything about managing money.
The amount of student loan debt I have, I'm embarrassed to even say.
We just decided we didn't want debt any longer.
I didn't realize how easy investing could be.
I'm picking companies that I believe in.
I think SoFi Money is amazing.
Thank you, SoFi.
SoFi, thank you. We love you.
Here, we do what others don't.
Dream what others won't, driven to leap forward, determined to always give back.
Here, we work where giants have played, where the connection of work and ethic is made.
A diverse community possessed with a passion
To know and grow and go and show the world we are prepared to change it. Here, we ask what must be done, for in doing we learn and earn success.
and you can get there from here.
DePaul University. Here, we do.
Providence College with a 1-0 lead, one set in the books. Live at Senior Day here in Providence, live at Joe Mullaney Gymnasium. And not only were the Friars honored, but a couple of the DePaul seniors, 4 DePaul seniors honored as well. And here's a look at all of the Friars one by one, from Kayla Vaverka, Jessica Spontak, Addison Root, Lindsay Scheibel, and Janae Alderson. There's the 5 of them, family, friends, in attendance, and many far-flung. You have Alderson from Syracuse, New York. Okay, that's easy enough. Then you got Addison Root from Wichita, Kansas. Spontak is from Lombard, Illinois. Scheibel from Tampa, Florida, and Vaverka, Collegeville, Pennsylvania. So maybe that's a drive, but certainly Tampa, Florida, Lombard, Illinois, and Wichita, Kansas, you are flying on out to see 4 years of hard work, dedication come to an end for your daughter, your sister, whoever it may be. An emotional night for the Friars, and they've come out swinging. Getting ready for set number 2. DePaul certainly with some things to work on their side of things. The Friars will open with serve. Allison Barber, junior from Woodbury, Minnesota. Her family will be having to make that flight next year on Senior Day. Maxwell initially denied. That's long off of Lietman. DePaul celebrates with a 1-0 lead here in the set. Initially mishandled by Lietman. Friars able to recover, but this sets it up for DePaul. Scheibel earns the point. She's been dynamic. She has appeared in 65% of the sets this season for Providence College, and yet here tonight, just over one set in, she's been instrumental for what the Friars have been able to accomplish. No, Providence College took a set on the road out in Chicago. It's a little different when you drop the first two sets. Another point for Providence College. It's a little different when you drop the first two sets and then you squeak out the third 27-25 versus taking set number one on your home court. So while DePaul is still thinking, yeah, we could get that same 3-1 victory, that same result as we had a month ago, Providence College is feeling a little different taking set number one here tonight. Just a little wide. Root went for the directional place. Tied at 3. Good attack at the net, and that was nothing Emma Price could do for DePaul. See her go up to challenge, and sometimes you get a piece and you just don't get enough of it. So Providence College is awarded the point. Friars take a 5-3 lead. We have a yellow card being assessed to the head coach for DePaul. She'll take a seat. Difference between 4-4 and 5-3 in the second set, but when you've dropped a set, try to get your team going. Friars, the service error. Alderson wanted it instead. That point goes to DePaul and Emma Price. Price gets second straight point for DePaul. Big time on the attack for the 6'2" junior from Encinitas, California. A year ago, Price led the team in kills. Now, of course, that's with Maxwell out of the equation. Big time stuff by Brueggemann. Dropped that one just in front of Natalie Benson. See the freshman setting up. Benson did all she could, and that one died right down in front of her. Alderson comes up with the answer, ties it at 7. Benson jogs off, heads to the bench. Big time hammer and an even bigger block by Alderson. Avery, Evans, Allen. Can't believe it. It was a great effort at the net for Evans Allen. Don't often see something like that get stuffed. Evans Allen gets her revenge, gets the point for DePaul. Emma Price checks out, Natalie Hayward checks out. There is a look at Evans Allen, 6-footer from Toronto. Good reaction by Lamacchia to hit the deck, get out of the way. You're retreating, you're trying to play it, and then all of a sudden you hear long, you just get out of dodge. Another big point for Evans Allen. Janae Alderson checks out, gets a quick breather. Though by the time she's finishing high-fiving everybody, it's almost time to get back in there. Great dig. How good is that from Banez? Providence College earns the point anyway. That was spectacularly done for DePaul. Isabel Banez to get that initial dig and then keeps it alive, gets it over the net. Out of play. This serve for Allison Barber. We're here to tell you, for Providence College, they come in 1-15 in Big East play, and a lot of those 15 losses have been 3-zip, many of them 3-1. Few and far between has it been 3-2 this year for Providence College in their losses. That is not the group that's shown up to play tonight. They extend their lead in the second set. Start to wonder for DePaul if they're looking to call a timeout. Providence College just over midway through the second set. Got their largest lead of the night. Evans Allen with a big hammer, but Lamacchia, a great dig. She calls it off, gets it over the net. Maxwell, a slight mishit. Wasn't with the most oomph. There's been some kind of volley here, and the Friars come away with a point. Allison Barber wanted that one back. DePaul trying to find some footing on the road in Providence. Great touch, and another one for the Friars. Sometimes you get in the air, you see the opening, and you go for it. Not always about brawn. Sometimes guile works just as well. Maxwell. No guile there. That is an absolute blast by Maxwell. I think DePaul needs to get a little bit more from her here tonight. She was the X factor outlined by Margot Royer-Johnson. Chatting with her earlier this week. She drew a clear line of distinction between last year's DePaul team that did not have Brittany Maxwell and finished 5-24 versus this year's team that's closing in on 500 as DePaul gets another one. DePaul starting to heat up. Tandem of Donna Brown, maybe a little Brittany Maxwell sprinkled in at the net. Addison Whitty in. Emma Fink who gets a breather. Freshman Whitty checks in from Troy, Missouri. Perfectly placed from Addison Root. Lindsay Scheibel goes to the bench. Katie McClellan checks in. Janae Alderson been quiet here in the second set, quieter in the second set. She did a lot of the heavy lifting in set one for Providence College. Maxwell delivers the point. That was Banez to Hayward to Maxwell. DePaul has to like what they saw on that one. Miscommunication for the Friars, even more there. It sets up DePaul. Great dig, Lamacchia. Banez keeps it alive. Banez again. Friars pick up the point. More questions from the sideline. Marie Zidek, first-year head coach for DePaul. Announced back on December 22nd of last year that she had been named the head coach. She was an assistant at University of San Diego for the 4 years before that, helping San Diego to 4 straight tournament appearances. And you think volleyball, beach or otherwise, San Diego's a pretty good place to start. You're going to say that one was in. Providence College cannot believe it. Friars wanted a touch of the net. As far as Providence's bench is concerned, back-to-back. No calls. Called. Here's a look at the net. And they don't want a touch of the net. They want to say that somebody at the net got a piece of that ball. We're going to step aside. Timeout on the court here in Providence.
Here, we do what others don't.
Dream what others won't, driven to leap forward, determined to always give back.
Here, we work where giants have played, where the connection of work and ethic is made.
A diverse community possessed with a passion
To know and grow and go and show the world we are prepared to change it. Here, we ask what must be done.
There's Margot Royer-Johnson on the bench for Providence College, 20th year head coach, and the first real show of emotion for her here tonight on that perhaps no call. This is the best angle we're going to get. And with a couple of challenges, Donna Brown, Emma Price at the net. Immediately, all the Friars put their hands in the air, not to say that the ball was in along the back line, which it clearly wasn't, but they thought they saw something in terms of contact. DePaul doing a nice job keeping that one alive. The Friars get a point. Madam Giardino, thanks to our entire Big East Digital Network crew. Tonight's game presented by SoFi here in Providence. Senior day for 5 Friars. 2 of the 5 had not played since their sophomore years due to injury. The other trio have been huge tonight. There's one of them, Janae Alderson. Jennifer Leitman alongside as well. That one seemed to be mostly, no, that one seemed to be Leitman. Alderson was more fired up than her teammate, despite the fact that it was the 6'1" freshman getting the job done. Leitman comes to Providence as a former member of the momentous travel team, along with one of her teammates here at Providence. Leitman and Brielle Malawi are both from that travel team, and Leitman coming up with a big-time block on that last attempt. So for Providence College, they've got a 1-0 lead in this match, and they got a 4-point edge in this set. They're up 20-16 in a pretty good position to make their move here in set number 2. DePaul needs something in a hurry, and a lot of that sermon being delivered by senior Katie Dolan. The coaches stepped aside and let Dolan deliver it. Dolan was one of 2 players last year who saw action in all 102 sets. This year it's been a little bit less than that. She's a touch around 85% of the sets, but she was second on the team in assists. She leads the team in assists this year, and it really helps to have that kind of senior leadership. Say no more for Providence in terms of senior leadership than number 0, Janae Alderson. Friars with the serve. It's Addison Root getting ready to tee this one up. DePaul knows they need to turn things around in a hurry. And there's the first step in a comeback, Avery Evans-Allen. Brueggemann. That one's in. Well done for DePaul. Left Addison Root and Brielle Malawi looking at one another as that one landed in. Back-to-back points coming out of the timeout for the Blue Demons. I don't know if that was quite what Evans-Allen had in mind. DePaul doing wonderfully to keep this point alive. That was Dolan. Alderson stuffed by Brueggemann. Make it 3 straight points and make it Providence's Margot Royer-Johnson needing some time to talk this one over. We'll step aside here in Providence. DePaul getting hot at the right time in set number 2.
My parents never taught me anything about managing money.
The amount of student loan debt I have, I'm embarrassed to even say.
We just decided we didn't want debt any longer.
I didn't realize how easy investing could be.
I'm picking companies that I believe in.
I think SoFi money is amazing.
Thank you, SoFi.
SoFi, thank you. We love you.
Back here in Providence, DePaul's gone on a tidy 3-0 run. They've gotten themselves right back in this one. Trailing by a point in set number 2. I'm Adam Giardino with you. There's a look at a more disgruntled Margot Royer-Johnson than perhaps a few minutes ago when the Friars had a lead. And another one not able to be dug out. DePaul has tied it up. The Friars took the first set. Miscue Addison Root. Banez, what a great effort from her. The Friars get a much-needed point to tie it back up and to get the serve back. Probably felt like hours for them since the last time they held serve. Alderson. Great dig by Alderson. Root retreats. Lietman. Alderson sprawls to keep it alive. Just long. Scheibel had the right idea but didn't execute. Lietman right at Dolan, who was backpedaling and wasn't able to react. You see the long setup, and Dolan backpedaling, needed to go low, just never did get down. Brielle Mullally checks out. Addison Whitty is in for the Friars. Punched over Maxwell. Great block of the net by Maxwell. Brief pause for Jennifer Lietman to tie her shoe. Isabel Banez. She was the Defensive Player of the Week 3 straight weeks to begin the season for the Big East. And that is her second service error, and this puts it right back into the hands of Providence College. You've got the serve, you need 2 straight points to wrap up set number 2. Maxwell denied by Lamacchia. No man's land for Barber. And now DePaul poised to take set number 2. Emma Fink is in for Addison Whitty. Great denial by Donna Brown, and DePaul takes set number 2. We are tied at 1, a couple of sets in, and now we're going to step aside and meet one of the newest members of the Providence College volleyball team, courtesy of Team Impact.
Our Lydia was born with a rare disease called KTS. And I found out 6 months pregnant that there would be something wrong with her leg. So she was born, they took her from me, took her right to the NIC unit. And, you know, there's nothing they could have done at the time with her leg. So we had to wait till she got older. And then over the years, she's had multiple surgeries to help her make her leg feel better. And then at age 11, she asked us for an amputation because she couldn't deal with the pain anymore. And that was 3 years ago. And now she's walking and running. And she has a nice prosthetic. She has a C leg now. And now she's doing everything she couldn't do before. So now she's pain-free. She can obviously walk better. She can keep up with people. She's able to wear jeans that she couldn't do before, regular sneakers, one size. And the changes are still coming because she's still growing.
We're here today because it's an exciting day for us. She's being drafted by the Providence College volleyball team today. So she's basically, through Team Impact and Providence College, she's basically a member of the volleyball team today.
So Lydia, we put together a letter of intent for you, and basically what this means is you are part of our Friar family, and when you're part of the Friar family, you're part of the Friar family for life. And these are all your teammates, and we welcome you. So please go ahead and sign in a letter of intent. Yay!
Oh, look at that.
We contacted Team Impact. We let them know that she was interested in the volleyball, and they've been outstanding. So they kind of mentor her a little bit and show that she can do other things with the prosthetic now. And they're pushing her, not pushing her, but showing her other talents that she can actually perform now. And it's been unbelievable. It's really has been really good for us right now.
Her confidence level is up there. She's not feeling sorry for herself anymore. She's part of a team again.
So she was always kind of considered an outcast. And I think that came to some of the decision making of having the amputation done to be more like everybody else. And I think this whole Team Impact with the college is another step for her to be as normal as possible right now.
She doesn't want to be labeled as a kid with a disability. She wants to be
Correct.
like everybody else.
Right.
And if this is the greatest opportunity for kids to feel part of a team and be included.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I got involved with Team Impact from actually my coach's suggestion. She said that she got an email reaching out from Team Impact that said that Lydia was in Warwick and that she really wanted to join our team. So my coach sent it to me and said, is this something you girls would like? Would you like to add another teammate? And naturally we all screamed yes, because we love having new people and we love having a smiling face just like Lydia with us. Today with Lydia was really just hanging out, having a good time with Lydia, walking around. I don't have to prepare for the game, so it was a really good opportunity for me to give you guys a tour, be around on campus, stuff like that. Our experience today with Lydia was awesome. It was really nice to have her here with all of our new faces. We had a lot of incoming freshmen, 8 incoming players, so it it was good for her to meet all those girls and then see the old returning players and have her, really a part of the team now, really on the bench with warm-ups and everything, because usually it's just in a tour, seeing her outside, but now she's really a part of our program and she gets to be announced, which was really cool, and we're happy to have her on campus.
There is a look at Lydia, one of the team impact players across the region, across the conference, across the country, but obviously so much import to Providence College and what this volleyball team has done for what they mean to her, and more importantly, if you talk to any varsity college athletic team, what she means to them is even of more importance. So for Lydia, wonderful that Providence College is able to get her involved in the program, and that is quite the symbiotic relationship between the team impacts Lydia, and everything going each way. There you saw the parents, Lydia's parents, in attendance here tonight, hanging out, checking out senior night. It's a senior night match that is tied 1-1, a couple of sets in. Providence College had the serve when the second set was tied 23-all. You take care of business, you take a couple of points, and you got a 2-0 lead, and instead DePaul did what it needed to do. And now they're looking to grab a lead here in set number 3. Madam Giardino, thanks for making us part of your Friday evening here in Providence. First serve, Lamacchia returns it right back over on the service by Hayward. Lamacchia does it again. Friars get awarded the point. Seems like for Providence College, they had the one big question from Margot Royer-Johnson earlier on a ball that was or was not deflected at the net. It feels like, though, for DePaul, Marie Zidek has had a lot of those kinds of questions. Brielle Mullally comes up just short. Really well placed by DePaul. Natalie Hayward couldn't come up with it. Just too much vigor by Brielle Mullally. Here's Carolina Lamacchia from Long Island Academy, from Rockville Center out on Long Island. Oh, how beautiful was that? Avery Evans-Allen. DePaul picks up a point right at the net. Sprawling effort. Banez gets a piece and a point for Providence College. That's Addison Root. Brielle Mullally with the serve, part of the modern-day high school team that won the CIFSS Division I championship out in California. Good dig, Hayward. Mullally responds with a nice dig of her own. Brown turned back by Lamacchia. They set Brown up again. She wins the battle this time. Not once, but twice. That's going to get it done. Friars able to react. Not that time. Everybody on the front line was setting up for Donna Brown, and a quick flip over the net. These are a couple of evenly matched teams here tonight, despite what it might have looked like on paper coming in. Ella Siddle. She had the serve for DePaul. Siddle, freshman from Leland, Michigan. Just her 34th set of the season, plays fewer than 30% of them for DePaul. Brown long on the miss hit. And this time, DePaul is looking for a deflection. And they don't get the deflection call that they were hoping for. Miscommunication. Liebman gets it over. DePaul hangs tough. Miscue by Addison Root. She wants that one back. DePaul gets the point. We are tied at 6 here in the third set for a second matchup this season, where in the first matchup, DePaul took the first set, the 3 sets that DePaul won back in Chicago against Providence College earlier this year. Maxwell stuffed at the net. Alderson tees it up for Liebman. Nice job, Banez. Nelson Barber comes away smiling after that block. The 3 sets that DePaul won out in Chicago earlier this year. Yeah, that's Barber getting the job done with Alderson beside her. DePaul won the first set by 8, the second set by 13, and the last set by 9. And there has been nothing of that ilk here tonight. Largest lead either way tonight. Providence College had a 4-point lead at one point in the second set. Asked Margot Royer-Johnson earlier this week, how will you know if you're ready to compete with DePaul this time around? Because she said, we played really poorly, quite frankly, the first time we played them. So she said if the Friars serve, receive well, that they'll be ready to go. Nice job by DePaul. Looked like Maxwell getting her nose in there. For making us part of your Friday evening live on the Big East Digital Network presented by SoFi. Adam Giardino with you, our entire Big East Digital Network crew. This has been as tightly contested as you could want. DePaul opens up its largest lead in any set so far tonight. We've got a couple of whistles come in as Providence College wants the substitution. Everything comes to a halt momentarily. Katie McClellan checks in for Addison Root. McClellan, sophomore from Huntersville, North Carolina. She led William Amos Hugh High School to runner-up in the North Carolina 4A state finals a couple years back. Now DePaul in earnest, opening up a large lead. Natalie Hayward with the serve. That return's not what Providence College wanted, and Evans Allen makes them pay. Hayward with another crack at a serve. Led the team in total assists as a freshman last year. Friars get a much needed point. Get the serve back and ending a run for DePaul. That was Evans Allen at the net, ready to go, but just too much from Alderson. Maxwell gets denied. Evans Allen flicks it over. Alderson sets it for Root. Again, not always the muscle necessary, and Root executes perfectly. Here's a look. There was the opening, and that's exactly what Root went for. Maxwell! Right back at her by Root. Here's Root on the near side. Oh, yeah. Brittany Maxwell was our player to watch here tonight, and she's been fine. She just hasn't been that dynamic all Big East caliber player that we've grown used to. Alderson with a fantastic effort. Point for DePaul. And there's still some time for Brittany Maxwell. With this thing tied 1-1, we know there will at least be a fourth set. So there is plenty of time for Maxwell, ready with the serve, to shine. Instead, a miscue. Banez handles the serve. And Makia sends it caroming over this way. Missed time jump for Root, and so DePaul is setting up. Liebman ducks for cover, lets that one fly by. A little long for Mullally, and yet DePaul elects to go for it. Maddie Morris, had the glance off of her. That might have been a break for the Friars. Wide, the Friars have come back to tie it up. Dig by Norris. Good answer by Liebman. Norris flings one to the net. Friars pick up a point. They've got a lead after finding themselves down by 5 points earlier. Natalie Hayward getting a talking to. Point stays with the Friars. Despite all that pleading, nothing gets overturned. Hayward sets it up, and that one not handled. Emma Price, last year led the team in kills at 256 of them, led the Blue Demons in total attacks, kills per set. Transfer from Hofstra, and what an addition she has been over her year plus on campus. Alderson dug out nicely by Norris. Long. Brueggemann couldn't quite find it inside the paint. That's Brueggemann denied at the net. Barber and Alderson teaming up. Timeout DePaul. Providence College has gone on quite a run. They've got a 2-point lead in the third set.
My parents never taught me anything about managing money.
The amount of student loan debt I have, I'm embarrassed to even say.
We just decided we didn't want debt any longer.
I didn't realize how easy investing could be.
I'm picking companies that I believe in.
I think SoFi money is amazing.
Thank you, SoFi.
SoFi, thank you. We love you.
Back in Providence, and what a run this has been for the Friars. At one point during this third set, DePaul had opened up a commanding 13-8 lead. And now it's a 10-3 run turned over by Providence College. Brueggemann blocked, but out of bounds, and DePaul gets a much-needed point. Alderson denied. That's Maxwell coming up with a big-time play. Providence College now wants to talk some things over. Coming out of the timeout, DePaul gets what it wanted, which is back-to-back points, and the Friars now need to regroup. We'll reset here in Providence. The Friars come in with a record of 6-23 this season. They're 1-15 in Big East play. Meanwhile, DePaul, a couple games under 500 at 13-15. They're 5-11 in Big East play. And home or away, it really doesn't matter. They're 7-8 at home. The Blue Demons on the road here in Providence are 6-7 on the road under first-year head coach. You can see her right there, Marie Zidek, getting the troops rallied up. Friars took set number 1, and DePaul fought back, got set number 2. And there's a look inside the Friars huddle with Margot Royer-Johnson shouting out her orders. DePaul breaks its huddle first. The Friars on their heels a little bit after back-to-back points for DePaul. Elena Brueggemann ready to tee this up. Friars won the first set. DePaul took the second. And Providence College and DePaul tied at 18 here in set number 3. How much closer can you want it? Brown gets blocked, but it glances out of bounds. DePaul with the lead and the serve. Still alive, the Friars get credited with the point. There's a lot of chaos, bodies everywhere. Maxwell gets it sent back, but it's DePaul coming up with the point. This is Mackenzie Savage. Played volleyball in high school at Archbishop Mitty High, the #1 nationally ranked team according to MaxPrep.com. She comes up with a point for DePaul on her serve. And we've got a timeout. Providence College has gone from a couple points up, now a couple points down. They don't like what they're seeing. We'll step aside. This is the Big East Digital Network presented by SoFi.
Big cities. Big names. Big legacies. Big sisters and brothers. Big ideas. Big expectations. Big stage. Big results. That's the Big East way.
Mackenzie Savage gets ready to serve for DePaul. They're closing in on set number 3. This one tied 1-1 here in Providence. A couple more points for DePaul. Providence calling the timeout, hoping to quell the flow. Leitman, some touch, but handled by DePaul. Providence recovers on the quick flick over the net. Friars come up with a big point. Big time point, DePaul. There's some miscommunication. DePaul picks up a point at a critical time. Providence College was getting ready to set something up, and instead, a couple of players run into one another. Service error, now Lee Hayward. That could be the break that Providence College needs here in the third set. Desperately want to take advantage. LaMacchia. There's Root, denied at the net by Emma Price. All smiles for Price. comes in having played 110 of the 113 sets this season. Now make it 112 out of 115. Maxwell served, handled by Lamakia. Mullally long but deflected. Friars pick up a point. Providence knows what it needs to do. Rattle off back-to-back points here. That's a big-time hammer from Emma Price. DePaul takes the third set, and they've got a 2-1 advantage as we head to the fourth. We'll step aside. This is the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi.
When my time came to stop coaching, I was very fortunate that I didn't have to go cold turkey. I was able to start the Big East Conference, and we came across the sky like a meteor.
One recruiting year that they had that really turned everything around was the Ewan Mullen Pinckney recruiting year. It changed the face of Eastern basketball probably forever.
We just believed in ourselves and a lot of hard work on everybody's part.
Every March, Madison Square Garden is home to everything that is college basketball.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
What? How's the weather? Yeah. It's snowing out. It's a blizzard, but we ain't gonna stop.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. The serious mood.
I think rightly there were questions early on about whether the Big East could withstand the test of reconfiguration. And I think if you were here, we've done that and more.
It's a monster league now. Last man standing, bring the flag. Tough to coach in, but great for spectators and great to play in. The march of the Big East goes on.
DePaul picks up the third set here tonight, and they've got a 2-1 lead over Providence College. The Friars took the first set, and the next couple have been close, but Marie Zidek's group has done well fighting back on the road. Let's look at their star player, Brittany Maxwell. She's ready to go. DePaul wants to come out of here with a victory, get them one step closer to being 500. Meanwhile, Providence College, it's senior night, and there should be no greater motivation for the Friars. Both these teams are out of Big East tournament contention. Top 4 teams in the conference make it. DePaul checks in at number 6. Friars check in at number 9 in the conference. So neither team going to finish in the tournament. Playing for pride right now in Providence College. They started out strong and they've hung tough, but just haven't certainly been able to get the job done the last couple of sets. Alderson makes the call. Maxwell in. DePaul comes up with the first point in the fourth set. Another miscue on a serve by Maxwell. She swaps out for Maddie Norris. Evans Allen doing a nice job there for DePaul. Isabel Banez has been solid in spite of the serve. Wonderfully done for Providence College, coming up with just the right spot. Banez gets the serve in this time, but the Friars pick up the points. Norris not able to get there. And a service ace for Providence College. Carolina Lamacchia moves her way up the chart with her 12th service ace of the season. That puts her in 5th on the team. Alderson somehow turns that into gold for the Friars. That was ugly. No other way to put it. Players bumping into one another. Not much purpose on some of those touches, but the last one's the one that counts. Long by Carolina Lamacchia, so after she comes up with a service ace just a couple of points ago, now she comes up with a service error. Ella Siddle. Miscue Brielle Mullally as Siddle gets another crack at a serve. DePaul's rattled off 3 straight points. Friars jumped out to a 4-2 lead here in the set. Good recovery by the Friars. That one a little wide. Brueggemann couldn't get it on the diagonal. Whistle blew it dead before Barber even needed to take a swipe at it. Brueggemann with the service error. Here's Jennifer Lietman. Freshman has appeared in 72% of the sets this season for Providence College, has been the most used freshman by that metric. What a rally, and the point goes to Providence College. Here's Lietman with the ace. Comes in second on the team in aces, trailing only Allison Barber. Nothing too cute about it. Donna Brown just vacated the area, and that one landed behind her. Similar thing there as Banya is able to get to it this time, and DePaul comes up with the point. See on the left side of your screen, Margot Royer-Johnson hopping out of her chair trying to urge on Providence College here in the fourth set. She's vocal, she's active, 20 seasons in. Not a day's gone by where she hasn't absolutely loved this program. Friars come up with a point. Kenzie Savage keeps it alive, but no man's land for DePaul. It's a big time kill for Brittany Maxwell. Friars get the point. And here in set number 4, Providence College still fighting hard. It's DePaul that can close out a victory in the set. Brueggemann gets to the serve. Evans Allen with a big time hammer. Sent right back. Still alive. Friars win the point. Players working hard on the diving effort. Got a towel to wipe up some of the sweat. Here is Allison Barber, leads the team with 30 service aces coming into tonight. Up this time, handled easily by Maxwell, who delivers some thunder of her own. Nicely done, Emma Price fights it through a couple of Friars who were looking to snuff her out. Price gets it past. That was Lindsay Scheibel who was trying to make the emphatic stop. Brueggemann wins that little battle right at the net. At the apex, she was going toe-to-toe with Scheibel. Scheibel out, Sasha Rudick in. Freshman from Austin, Texas. Haven't called out her name tonight. .3-0 run by DePaul, but that ends here. The Friars pick up a point on that long effort. DePaul grabs the serve right back. Alderson lets it go. It's ruled in on the back line. Another point for DePaul. Donna Brown comes up big at the net. Brown, along with Brittany Maxwell, the lone two Blue Demons to appear in all 116 sets this year for DePaul. We got a timeout called on Providence side of things. Margot Royer-Johnson seen enough. DePaul out to a 2-point lead in set number 4.
Big cities. Big names. Big legacies. Big sisters and brothers. Big ideas. Big expectations. Big stage. Big results. That's the Big East way.
DePaul's got the lead in set number 4. This is the Big East Digital Network presented by SoFi. DePaul with a 2-point lead, 1 set away from picking up a road victory. They come in 13-15 this season, and that's Isabel Banez ready to tee up a serve following the Providence College timeout. Trying to regroup. Soft touch at the net, and another point for DePaul. Seemed to be a bit of hesitancy from the freshman Rudick there. Root in a pretty good spot for Lietman. Price snuffed out by Barber. Mullally, way wide. Big time run, Providence College stuck on 13 for a while. It's a 6-0 run for DePaul against the Friars. Price is denied. Long. Janae Alderson sprints back out onto the court for Providence College. Got a piece, a deflection. Providence College gets back-to-back points. Lamakia knocks it over. Bryce met at the net. Root, no. Long. DePaul picks up a point. DePaul comes up with another one. Allison Barber sprawled but couldn't get to it. And we've got another timeout here in Providence. Margot Royer-Johnson uses up her second in the set. Providence had some things to sort out. They had that 13-10 lead. Now it's a 9-2 run by DePaul. And with the way this one stands, here in some ways running out of time. DePaul ready to take set number 4 and escape with a win. Providence College took the first set here tonight. They needed some extra points to do so. 27-25 before DePaul took set number 2, 25-23. And it has been just that close every step of the way here tonight. We thank you for tuning in and making us part of your Friday evening. Adam Giardino with you. And if you want to catch what's to come in Big East volleyball action, you can go to bigeast.com/VB tickets, or you can call the Marquette University ticket office right there. Head out to Milwaukee, which no matter where you're tuning in from, if you are tuning in from one of the 9 Big East cities in volleyball action, you are looking at Marquette, Wisconsin, and thinking, out there in Milwaukee, that's probably not too much colder than where I'm watching the game tonight. Although a unseasonably mild evening here tonight, building off of an unseasonably mild evening last night in which the Providence College men's soccer team picked up a victory in the first round of the NCAA tournament. For November 21st, it could have been a whole lot colder in New England last night. We're indoors here tonight. DePaul picks up the point, and they've opened up a 5-point lead in the 4th set. Friars pick up much needed momentum with that point. They've got the service back. Seemed like DePaul might just go on 5 more point run here and close this one out. Instead, the Friars get it back, trailing 20-16. Alderson with another point for the Friars. It's 20-17. Big time play there for DePaul. Donna Brown. Maybe a net violation. Brittany Maxwell doesn't agree with the call. Maxwell, yeah, she can't believe it. And didn't look like she hit either the net or made contact with the ball. It seems like she does have the argument. Friars come up with a point. There's not too much margin for error down the stretch here for Providence College. There's a point by Maxwell. Putting things into her own hands. Mackenzie Savage. Now DePaul 2 points away. Smile on the face of Savage. You do it every time if you could, just like that. And now the match point coming up for DePaul. This time she just gets it in. Barber to Alderson. Savage goes sprawling to keep it alive. Maxwell dug out by Lamacchia. Here's Root at the net, and DePaul takes it. The Blue Demons go on the road. They take care of the Friars. It's a season sweep. DePaul knocked off Providence College at their own house back in early October. They take this one here tonight. We'll step aside on the Big East Digital Network, and when we return, we'll have one of the winning Blue Demons. This is the Big East Digital Network presented by SoFi.
Here, we do what others don't.
Dream what others won't. Driven to leap forward, determined to always give back.
Here, we work where giants have played, where the connection of work and ethic is made.
A diverse community possessed with a passion
to know and grow and go and show the world we are prepared to change it. Here, we ask what must be done, for in doing we learn and earn success.
And you can get there from here.
DePaul University. Here we do.
Here in Providence, Adam Giardino with you, and we are joined by one of the stars for DePaul, Brittany Maxwell. Congrats on the victory.
Thank you.
What's the takeaway? What do you guys come away thinking about tonight?
I think right now we're just focused on winning even when we're not playing well. Like, obviously that match was a little messy for us, but I think that what makes us better is coming out of those plays and like still being able to score even when we're not playing our best game.
Yeah, you come away in that first set here tonight. Obviously, all the sets were really close. I mean,
Yeah.
Providence College, you guys played them earlier this year. It wasn't nearly as close as it
Yeah,
was
not at
tonight.
all.
So how did that kind of open your eyes? Set number one, you're down 1-0 right out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, you can never underestimate a team, and Providence is a good team regardless of what their win-loss column says. But I think that we just really had to focus on like our side of the net and not let like their energy, because obviously it's their senior night, not let that affect how we play.
Well, it's senior night, one more night for you coming
Yeah.
up. So what are you thinking with only one game left in your career?
I just really want to make sure that I have a lot of fun with my teammates and leave absolutely no regrets.
Well, it sounds like you had a lot of fun here tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, congrats on the victory. That'll do it for us here in Providence. A victory for the DePaul Blue Demons. Thanks for watching. This has been the Big East Digital Network presented by SoFi.